An arrest is made in a cold case murder. Little conflict over some rent payments at Government Plaza. And a woman faces a manslaughter charge now after a crash last Christmas. It's all coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers. Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht. This is News 5 Now. We're going to take the next 5 minutes or so to get you caught up on some of the big stories of the day and also get your input with our question of the day and our poll of the day. So here we go with our big stories of this Monday, starting with number 5. Fresh off their championship win on Friday, 4 Jackson Aggie football players announced where they're going to play college ball today. E.J. Crowell is going to Alabama. Landon Duckworth, the quarterback, is going to South Carolina. Wide receiver Juice Gordon and cornerback Red Chapman both signed with North Carolina. So congratulations to all of those athletes up in Jackson on their great year, and good luck to them in college. 7 students at Bayside Academy today also signed letters of intent, including Will Allen going to Samford University, Monroe Parton going to Wake Forest, and Brennan Yameen will go to Pomona Pitzer. So congratulations to all those football players. Number 4, a woman faces a manslaughter charge almost a year after a crash that killed a man who was riding his motorcycle. Angela Waltman has been indicted by a grand jury with manslaughter. She was originally charged with DUI after that crash last Christmas night on the Dog River Bridge. Police say Porter was on his motorcycle heading one way and Waltman in her vehicle heading the other when they collided. Waltman has bonded out of jail. Number 3, a shooting on Fletching Court in Theodore yesterday. Police say a boy was handling a gun when it accidentally fired, hitting another boy. The victim was taken to a hospital. He's expected to survive. The boy who fired the gun was taken to the Strickland Youth Center. Number 2, Mobile County says the city of Mobile owes more than $800,000 in back rent at Government Plaza. The county owns the building. The city pays rent. In September, the county raised the city's rent from $125,000 a month to $237,000. The city paid its September rent, but at the old rate, and then did not pay for October, November, nor December. New Mayor Spiro Cheragata says the city will pay for those 3 months, but only at the old rate while they negotiate a new contract. County commissioners justify the rent hike due to growing maintenance costs and electricity costs. Cheragata floated the idea of moving city offices elsewhere. And number 1, decades after a woman and child from Mobile were found dead, authorities charged the child's father with murder. A man behind bars now in Florida charged with this 30-year-old murder mystery. 66-year-old Andrew Dykes is accused of killing Tanya Jackson of Mobile and the child that they shared. Jackson and her child disappeared in 1997 after moving to New York. Jackson's remains were discovered on Long Island that year, but for decades, investigators did not know who she was. In 2011, the remains of the 2-year-old daughter were found, also on Long Island, but in a different part. And it wasn't until April of this year that the remains were identified positively as those of Jackson and her daughter. Dykes will be extradited to Florida, to New York, to face those charges. All right, time now to talk about our question of the day and see what people have to say about that. We asked this on Friday. Let's get rid of this stuff here and see what people have to say about what's your family's Christmas tradition. All right, Amy says we get Chinese food and watch Christmas movies. Good one, I like that. Travis says being broke. Well, that's probably true enough, isn't it? All right, Faye says Christmas Story, the movie. They watch that every year. John says they read the biblical passage, the Christmas Story. That's a nice tradition. Looking at Christmas lights, getting some hot chocolate. All good ideas about Christmas traditions. I guess it is all about traditions as well, isn't it? All right, let's go on now and ask about our poll of the day. And we wanted to know, do you plan to work past retirement age? All right, retirement age, what do you think that might be, actually? We might need to define that. Is that 65, 67, 68? Not sure what retirement age officially is right now, but more than a third of people say they're going to work past retirement age. About 60% say no, sir, and about 7% have no opinion. All right, we'll go to our Facebook page where you can vote on our poll of the day and also our question of the day for tomorrow. Here's the question. What are your thoughts on the teams that advanced to the college football playoffs? That's a good one. I know there's some controversy about those last couple of spots. And our poll of the day, do you prefer a real or a fake Christmas tree? We've got a real one. Every single year I say, this is it. This is the last year for the real one. And then next Christmas rolls around and there we are with the real tree again. So it'll be interesting to hear what people have to say. I like hearing about folks' Christmas traditions, Christmas trees, and all the rest. Differs a lot from family to family, but it's typically all good. Thanks so much for watching us here on News 5 Now. In about 19 minutes, we'll be there for you with WKRG News 5 at 6.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.